Hi, my name is Catalina Olivos. I'm the head of legal at Energy Square, a French startup. Before coming to France, I worked in the IP office of Chile in the International and Public Policy Department. There I had the opportunity to work on a very interesting program called Masterclass PI, the one we launched with the IP office of France. In this program, I have the opportunity to work with several SMEs, and I realized that they had a lot of problems with understanding the value of IP in their businesses. That's why I decided to be part of the Master on Intellectual Property and Management of SAP. Actually, being part of the Master was very interesting for me. First, because of the networking. So I had the opportunity to learn from the other students and from their experiences in different kind of areas. Some of them in big companies, some of them in the research area, and some of us also coming from the public sector. So it was very interesting for me to have an overview about management in what I never had the opportunity before to work. I'm a specialist on IP, so the management side was really helpful in my work every day at the IP office, but also now as head of legal of Energy Square. Being part of the master is something that I really appreciate every day in my work at Energy Square. We work together for having an IP strategy, a strategy focused also on trade secrets, and that was something that I could do with all the knowledge I acquired during my master degree. To have a 360 view of what is intellectual property, it's something that it's not really evident for everybody, and I'm sure that all what I've learned during the course was really helpful for my daily work. I will say that everybody should be part of this master. It's a very interesting way to see IP. I think it's very unique. I really was looking for having a specialization on IP, and I looked to a lot of different programs about IP, and I'm sure this is the one because it's a mix between IP and management, and IP must be in the center, in the core of the business. So it's quite important to have in mind that IP is not only to have a register of your IP rights, but also to use your rights in a very interesting way, in a tricky way, in order to enhance and give value to your business. So it is not only for in-house lawyers, but also for external consultants, and not only for big or small and medium companies. I'm sure that all the companies can be happy to have an expert that knows both management and IP. From my side, I would say management is key, and more we see that businesses not only need to have somebody in charge of IP, like the register, the portfolio. In our particular case at Energy Square, we are licensing our technology, and this is a way to see the business that it's not only from the business development view, but also from the IP view. We cannot license something in which we don't have a right, and we are all the time trying to improve the way we are licensing our technology and giving our clients a better service, a better technology, and that means that we need to be focused on IP, but always having the business in mind. And it is not only the case of Energy Square. I know a lot of other SMEs and big companies here in France that are working in a very similar way, licensing their technologies, and in that aspect I'm sure management will be something that will be very, very important in the next years. In particular, I will say that the way I understand IP strategy for a company, for an SME, now it's more clear after being part of the master, and that helped me to put in place a very new and better IP strategy at Energy Square, for which we won an award last year from the IP office here in France.